ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another vloggy vlog. On this how-to, we're going to install this shock from Ohlins on my Ducati Monster 937. This thing here is the DU126 adjustable shock, and I got it straight from Ohlins, and it should be pretty straightforward installation. And just as a reminder, this is more of a how-to experience as opposed to like a proper how-to video. However, if you have any questions or if something is not clear, feel free to ask and I will try to explain. So just to start, we open up the box and we're greeted with some beautiful stickers. Oof, Ohlins. If you've seen these Ohlins stickers in person, you know they're shiny and exciting. So then we got the little shop manual, installation and setup, basic things. We got the rebound clicks and this and that. Very good. And then we actually have the more extensive maintenance and adjustment manual. In this case, I'm not going to show you how to adjust it and how to set it up much, but I am going to show you how to install it because I'm actually going to go to a place called Washington Cycles around here in New York City. They're actually in New Jersey, but they're near New York City, who are going to set up the front and back suspension for me. So this video is simply about the installation. So let's set this aside and see what else we got in this beautiful package. Boom. Pretty straightforward. This is essentially it. Besides the gorgeous box, which we set aside. And here it is. Here's the shock. There's the adjustment. There's another adjustment. More adjustments. But it's going to be pretty straightforward and pretty exciting. Let's get to the shop and install this puppy. All right, ladies and gents, so here we are at the garage and let's get this job done. So I already put the bike up on the lift. I set up this little jack under it because you want to raise the back of the bike just a little bit. And in my case, see, like the rear tire moves. The rear is jacked up just enough to take the pressure off the tire. So that way you can unweigh the suspension. This bolt is 150 newton-meters. So I'm going to loosen it first. It's 17 millimeter. And here we go. Take a breaker bar and loosen that bolt before I remove the rear wheel. Should have probably done this. There we go. Should have done this when it's on the ground because high torque and propped up motorcycle up on a pedestal here is not ideal, but it seems it has come out easily without any problems. So here we go. Let's do it. Next, we're going to remove this bolt. And in the end, this big boy will be torqued to 150 Newton meters. So here we go. Now we can take 8. No, it's 8. What am I talking about? It's 8. And there's a bolt deep down in here. And there's another one right there. So that's what we do to swap the suspension. We're going to do the rear bolt first. And the thing about these, they're only at 42 Newton meters. So it's actually not a lot of torque at all. There we go. And next we will remove this one here with another 8 millimeter. Here we go. 42 is not much at all. And that's what we're doing. All right. So let's remove this one here first. And then we will remove the top. And please ignore my terrible wrap job. I am going to indeed redo it. All right, so that's the one from the swing arm. And here we go. Boop. So that's the swing arm one. The next one is up top. We do the same thing. Boop. Put that in there. I would imagine it's probably fully disconnected, but we need to poke it out from the other side. And for that, we'll take one of these little screwdrivers. Let's see. There we go. And there is the one from the top. And they actually happen to be the same exact size. So that's good to know. Either way, that's the swing arm, and that's from the top. Now, we ever so carefully remove the rear shock. And there it is. There it is. We compare the two. There we go. One thing is important to remember, and I actually looked it up a few times. It goes in like this. The clicky thingy goes up, and this thing is to the left of the bike. So here we go. This bolt have grease on it already, but we're gonna add some more grease, and we're gonna clean up a little bit. Just a touch. Just a touch. Clean off the grease that exists. I'm gonna add some of my own grease. Oops, 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 oops. Here we go. We go like this. There we go. We take this baby. We carefully, ever so carefully, pop her in. Ever so carefully, ever so gently. No need for any sort of scratching or damage. There we go. Baby lines up. Now we stick the thingy in there. There we go. Not even sure if you could see it, but here we are. After that, we're going to torque everything to 42 Newton meters. Let me just make sure she is pretty tight in there. There we go. Pretty good. So now I'm gonna tighten it at the bottom here, and then we torque it. So let me wipe off the old grease. Let me, by the way, these are not my cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke something better. Anyway, all right, so here we go. So we put in a little bit of grease, type B, right? Here we go. And now, slide this baby through. And now, we just tighten it up nice and gently before torquing it down to 42 Newton meter as well. All right, here we go. 42 Newton meters equals to is 31 foot-pounds. So take my little handy dandy thingy. So we're gonna go big adapter to little thing. Boop. We go like this, 30. Now we tighten the back. And we torque. Bro. There we go. That's the torque. And now we do a very similar thing at the bottom here. Just like so. There we go. Beautiful. And the last but not least is this bolt here, which also receives a little bit of grease, even though it's still greased up, but we'll add just a little bit more. Why the hell not? And this boy gets torqued to 150 Newton meters, which is quite a bit more than what we've torqued the other bits to. I'm gonna tighten it by hand for as much as we can, and then we're gonna look up the foot-pound torque value for 150 Newton meters. 150 is 110 and a half. So this is what we do. We remove this, we remove this, and we bring this up to 110, 110 and a half, as requested. This is a 17, correct? That's right. Let's see. There we go. 150. Gorgeous. And guess what? The job is complete. That was super easy. I'm going to continue and replace the tires, so I'm not going to show you that. But now you just lower this baby and go for a cruise. Gorgeousness. Gorgeousness. Absolute gorgeousness. All right.